How are you doing and welcome to The Trend. My name is Amina Abdi Rabbar. The hashtag is here, Amina at The Trend Live is where you can get a hold of us and say hello, good evening, and of course tell us where it is that you are watching the show from. Now we have a fantastic lineup of guests. You're going to find out who's going to be on the show. But now before we talk about how parents were earlier this week warned about the Momo challenge. Now fact checkers are saying that it's not true. It was a hoax. The original, tale said that, there was a character with bulging eyes who would hack into WhatsApp and send children, just messages and tell them, to go and do this challenge and that challenge, stab your friend, stab your brother. And then it says something like, if you say something, we're going to tell mommy, we're going to kill daddy. I was like, what? And so it goes, when you go on YouTube in an official, in some cartoons such as Peppa Pig, it's not the official one, of course, from the animators, but, one of the different ones that are on YouTube, you see this, character just instructing your 6, 5, 3, 7-year-olds. It's scary. It is. Now, something else that also took place that I thought was going to be the biggest, most shocking thing to happen. A pet owner in China has been heavily criticized after spending 1,100 pounds on plastic surgery for her cat simply because she didn't like the shape of its eyes. In order to do that, the vets had to make a cut on each of the eyes with a scalpel. Why? Why would you do that to a cat? What is going on in this world? Why? What is going on? Now, unfortunately, this week was not an easy one. It was quite tough in the showbiz and entertainment industry. The Trend and, of course, the TTTT team is saddened by the death of veteran rapper Chris Kantai, who was suffering from acute peptic ulcers. And we pass, of course, and we send our sincere condolences to the friends and the family. Plus, celebrated actor Kone, who passed on yesterday after succumbing to injuries from an unfortunate accident that happened September last year at the Naivasha geothermal site. And the actor had been fighting for his life in the Nairobi hospital's intensive care unit for the past 5 months. The actor was popularly known for his role in Selena, where he played the role of Regan. He was Pascal's older brother. May his soul rest in peace. And, to the friends and family at this very difficult time, we remember you in prayer. Now, as far as devices go, this one, I think, is quite interesting. Now, a chunky new phone, which promises 50 days, 50 days of battery life with just one charge has been hailed as a thick boy, an absolute unit by tech fans. Energizer unveiled the new Power Max P18K Pop, which is as thick, I think, as 3 phones stacked on top of one another. And, it talks about, having 5 cameras, and users will be able to make up to 90 hours of phone calls, listen to 100 hours of music, and watch around 2 days of videos on a single charge. And in standby mode, the battery lasts up to 50 days. I don't know. I'm just, what a game changer. It's okay though. It's life. The hashtag, like I said, hey Amina, at The Trend Live is how you hit us up and you say hello. Let's find out who is going to be checking in on the show tonight. Avril. She was here a few months back. She has a brand new song. Everyone's talking about it. We get to sit down and chat with the new mom. Afro dancehall king Prof will be lighting up the stage with his brand new hit. I said tonight we are do that. I said my girl we are do that. You watched him do his thing. Tito Agiviomo is going to be sitting down with us as he talks about all of the projects that he has lined up for 2019. And tonight, Nigerian gospel star Steve Crown, who had performed with the likes of Don Moen, will be in studio. We are honored and humbled. Now, before, of course, we start our discussion, Usha needs to say hello as she will be reading our social media messages tonight. And of course, she's going to be showing us the meme challenge picture tonight. What is the picture? We don't know. Let's see what you're going to be tweeting tonight as you try and find a caption for this picture. So, Usha.
I'm super glad to be starting from the very beginning with the meme challenge. Usually sometimes it comes in a little bit later, so I'm so happy that it's coming now, because that just means more captions from you guys, which are obviously always hilarious. So here goes today's meme challenge. You know how to get to us. Hashtag meme challenge, hashtag Hey Amina, and at the Trend Live. So apparently our meme challenge will be coming up just a bit, not exactly right now, but just in a bit. Oh yeah, there we go.
There it is. So that's the picture, and Usha will be reading some of your comments online. What is going on in that picture? I don't know. Hashtag Hermina at the Trend Live, and let us know. Our guests are here, Prophetess Treza and Steve Crown. Welcome to the Trend. It's so good to have you. Now, I'm really intrigued by your story, Prophetess Treza. It's quite interesting. I think we should start from the very beginning. I mean, how does, a mom of three, just thriving in corporate world decide, you know what, I want to spread the word?
Yeah, it's not easy, but I can tell you, in life, you just have to make a decision. And in my life, I've always followed 4 Ds. It's about determination. It's about desire, it's about devotion, it's about discipline. So once you put that in everything you do, whether it's family life, whether it's ministry, then it works for you. So now, this girl grew up in Gong as just a normal girl, and I lived a normal life just like anyone else. And by the time I was quitting my job, I was already a managing director in a marketing firm in Tanzania as an expert. But God visited me. And for a long time, he had been calling me to move and just do what he has called me to do. And when this time he visited me, it was not funny, because I was hit with a disease that really took me down for a very long time. And I got heart condition. So I was in and out of hospital, ICU and all that, until I said, God, here I come. And he told me, I just want you to leave the job. I will provide to you. And I just quit my job and I started.
Wait, are you serious?
Yes, I was very serious. And I did that with a big salary. And I just moved on to gospel full-time.
And what did your partner say? These are decisions we have to make together.
That's a good one. Actually, what helped me so much is because he supported it, because he saw what God was doing through me, and he saw how I suffered. And after I received my healing, and he was like, no, you know what? I think it's high time for you to just move on full-time ministry, and because I'm working, I can support you.
Yes.
And God promoted him in a mighty way, and so he had been supporting me. Until now, he supports me, because gospel, it doesn't pay.
Oh, wow. Now, Steve Crown, this is not your first time in Nairobi, but welcome once again.
You.
Now, tell us about your journey and your story and how you got here.
Raised in a Christian home, and at that little age, loved music, and would always disturb the neighborhood with some tin milk can, playing drums, and just in succession, my parents encouraged me, and I've had my good times and bad times while coming up to this stage, but here I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, it's so interesting. You mentioned, going through downtime, and even you, Prophetess Treza, you also mentioned that we all go through adversity, and we experience challenges, but we today are seeing a lot more hopelessness, if I could call that. And last week I was asking someone the same thing. A lot of people are more depressed, and we're hearing more people taking their lives. So then how can you help them sort of, try to face those challenges differently, to try and tackle them differently? How can you maybe help people?
For example, like me, I came from a poor background, and I've gone through so much in my life, and I've seen the people I've grown with, where they are today and where I am. In life, you just need to make a decision that I'm going to make a change. The change needs me to make it. It's not the change to come for me. It's me to make a decision that I can be different from everybody else. So now, I find it easy when you're guided by the Bible, because the principles of the Bible, they are easy, and like the worldly things, So if you believe in God and you have faith in God and you know He's the only one who can change your story. For example, like me, I didn't come from a rich family. Nobody knew me. So even to get a job, there is no connection. It's just God. So I just needed to call God to change my story. And I kept on praying and having faith. And He did. And that's why I'm here. I would encourage them to have faith in God and not to give up. Don't give up. Keep pushing. A time is coming. Your story will change. But it needs you to have faith in that. If you don't have faith, then that's when you invite depression. And depression, actually, it's a spiritual warfare.
Yeah.
And that's how they end up taking up their lives. Personally, I've been there where I felt like this life, I don't need it anymore. It's too much for me.
And you wanted to take your own life?
Yeah, I've been there where I was really depressed and I just felt, nothing is going to change my story. And I'm just so tired of, you earn every little coin you earn, it just goes to the family. This one is sick, you have to pay for these bills, for this. I felt, having relatives with HIV, all this, I felt, no, I can't deal with this story. I just want to die and forget. Until God told me, no, you're not going anywhere. I still need you. So you see, where people like us, we are called and we speak to people. If you look at many people, they call me actually transformer because I transform lives of people through my story. God has to take you through a story so that when you speak to a person, you're speaking through experience, not just to preach what you don't know. You preach what you know and what you have been through. So I believe it's about them just not giving up and having faith in God. Yeah.
That's true. We do talk about the things that we've been through. So You Are Yahweh is a very, very big song. All right. So was that a very honest moment for you?
Yeah, it was. I also got to a point where a lot of things were not working for me. I can still remember when I used to hawk in the streets.
In Lagos?
No, not in Lagos, in far northern Nigeria, where we had the Boko Haram and all that. So it was a very, very difficult time for me and my family. And my school, my mates, that's my colleagues, will be in school. And when they're coming out from school, I'm there hawking, so I'll just run and hide so they won't see me and all that. So it's not been that easy. But one thing I thank God for is for His mercy, because for everybody God has created, there is a seed of greatness. So it doesn't matter where you started from, but if only you can just focus on God and also ask Him to reveal your purpose to you, then everything is good to go. So for me, that's what it has been for me, but I thank God for where I am presently.
And it's so hard to find your purpose. We talk about this all the time. People ask you, so what's your purpose? What do you think, you're here to do? I mean, what is that? We don't know. We're figuring it out as we pay bills, Steve. We're trying to.
Well, finding purpose, I don't think it's something too difficult, but especially if you're in Christ, it's very easy for you to find your purpose, because He always reveals to you what to do, and then your abilities are easily, revealed to you, and then you find yourself improving every day. And so finding purpose is not like maybe you have to go to somewhere and then stay for 10 years, or probably you get somebody that will sit you down and say, okay, what do you think you can do? No, it's not like that.
There's no sort of
yes, it lies deep within us, and it's easy to find, because it's just for you to be productive.
Yes.
If you find where you feel you can be able to do something, fill in the gap. Don't be dormant, because there's no how you can be dormant and you make impact in people's life. And it's when you start making impact in people's life, that's when the purpose begins to show forth, and then you begin to see that. And for me, purpose comes when you find fulfillment, when people are happy with what you do, when you put smiles on people's face, and when you see that whatever you do is helping the society, to shape other people's lives, and also to create a peaceful environment and a developing one.
All right.
Yeah.
And that is very true. And we hope to all, find that purpose. Now, for Prophetess Treza, you can tell us about this big event that's going to be taking place and how people can come and join you tomorrow.
Okay, I would like to invite all the Kenyans tomorrow to come to Sitam, at Sitam. We are starting as, people will start checking in the morning, but the program starts at 12. And it's Daughters of Zion with Prophetess Treza. I have it in different countries, and Kenya being part of me and my roots, I felt like I need to just have one here. We target women, but we also invite men, because also men need to get good wives, and they need to hear the preaching, and they need to know, how to go about all these things. So we are inviting all the ladies plus all the men who would like to join us, and that's why we have hosted Steve Crown, because I really love the spirit of worship in him, because when we bring worship and people together, then they can capture something that will give them hope. So I'm inviting everybody. Entrance is free. We always have something for them, actually. We don't expect them to give us, we give them something just to bless them. Ladies, we have raffle tickets, like we just bless them with food and all that. Sometimes it's manicure, pedicure, just to give ladies treats, a good treatment. Yeah.
Now, it's actually International Women's Day next week on Friday, Steve Crown. What do you tell men about women, and what do you tell women about themselves?
You're putting me in a very
I'm
tight
telling you,
corner
welcome
right
to
now.
Nairobi, Oga, I beg.
Now
This is what we
somebody's
do.
going to point at me. This guy is not married, so what does he want to tell us? Anyway, not
even from a marriage standpoint, just
okay.
from generally treat women better.
Okay. Well, for every guy, every man out there, what I want to say about women is women are a blessing to us, and for every man that comes, to the world, there is always a woman factor, in your life, and the impact they've made to us, bringing us, to be responsible people and useful. So they deserve respect. They deserve to be loved, and they're easygoing if you understand them, of course.
I like how cautious he is. He's just like, they're understanding.
Yes. So it has to do with just understanding.
And what about the men? And what about the women, rather?
Yeah, for the women, men are cool. They don't have a problem. Just respect them. That's all.
Oh, that's it.
Because for every man, they take respect. I don't know. They take respect to be loved.
Yeah,
that's
true. So and then for every woman, she just wants the attention. So you give her the attention. It's not about the money and the gifts and all that. It's just your time. I think women love to have, the time.
Yeah.
They want to just have you to themselves. Yes.
Yes,
They speak, you listen. You should just be there.
Keep
Listen,
quiet.
even if you don't like it, just take it.
Just listen.
Listen. And then when they're done, don't worry, everything will be fine. You can go.
Yeah. And give opinions I'll agree with. Thank you.
I know you would like that.
So, Steve Crown, there's no way you're going to go and you haven't sang. You have to sing a little as we take a commercial break. We're going to be back with more, but Steve Crown is going to be taking us away. And of course, thank you so much, Prophetess Treza. Thank you so much for all the work that you do as well on the side to uplift women. And congratulations on all of the business.
And I'm going to be praying for all the single ladies. They have to get married.
Hey.
The age is not going to limit them.
This is the year.
So please tell them to come.
Hey, Maggie, my
I have a revelation for them.
Usha, where are you?
Yes.
Hey.
Last year, God gave me a revelation for more than 20 women to get married in Tanzania, and they're all married.
Are you
within
serious?
1 year. As we speak right now, from January to June, I have 10 weddings of people I prophesied to. So I have the grace. I'm inviting all the single ladies. Please come and pray for me. Age is just a
Usha,
number.
I'm telling you, sis, I'm just looking out for you. Steve Crown, take us to the break, please. You have to sing. You have to do something. There you go. Take the microphone.